This commander-in-chief has no strategy, he has no vision. Iraq and Syria combined represent a direct threat to our homeland.
Airstrikes are not a strategy. If you're going to take these guys on, they're seen on the screen right now, you're going to have to target their command, control, and communications. You can't just let them exist.
When the United States of America withdraws from leadership from the world, it creates a vacuum and bad things happen.
Mr. President, if you don't adjust your strategy, these people are coming here.
And Senator Lindsey Graham joins us. Good evening, sir.
Thank you.
Today, the president spoke from Martha's Vineyard. He said, in essence, the siege is broken, and he said the situation on the mountain has greatly improved. Americans should be very proud of our efforts. He said that it's continued to make progress, but he seems to be saying that this is a huge success. You say that the president has no strategy, no vision.
Well, one, I'm proud of the efforts of our airmen and military, the Special Forces guys, to help the people on the mountain. I'm glad that Iraq has got a new prime minister. That will be a great help, but I'm disappointed in the commander-in-chief for not addressing the threat that ISIL presents to the United States, not leveling with the American people, that the threat we face is not just in Iraq and Syria, but these people intend to attack us here at home, and he has no strategy to deal with that. That's what the intelligence community is telling me and every other member of Congress, that these people intend to hit us here.
Here's what I don't get, is that even if we handle this humanitarian crisis in Iraq now, and even with Maliki there, and unless ISIS is beaten back, ISIS has so far shown only an indication to grow and get more violent. And I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, I guess he doesn't appear to have a strategy as to what to do about ISIS, but what would you do?
Well, I think the reason he won't address the dilemma, what I'm saying is because it would admit that his policies have failed. What would I do? I would hit them in their command and control centers in Syria. Oliver North was right. To defeat these guys, there's no force within the Mideast that has the capability to defeat or contain ISIS without American air power. You can do anything you want in Iraq if you don't address their bases in Syria, where they have command and control and logistical support. You're only going to you're not going to solve the problem. So what I would do is I would hit them in Syria with air power, diminish their capability to attack our homeland. I would arm the Kurds. I would try to rally the Iraqi army, what's left of it in the south, and create two fronts for ISIS, one from the north with the Kurds, one from the south with the Iraqi army. And I would hit them hard in Syria, and I'd try to arm what's left of the Syrian Free Army to go after them inside of Syria. They represent a threat to our homeland. To any politician in America who disagrees with that, please come on this show and tell people where I'm wrong.
Do you have any information? I realize that we're all suspicious of all these terrorist groups because we've been hit on 9/11. We know that you know, we've been hit before. But are there any direct threats, intelligence, or anything that that sort of makes you that we should be more concerned tonight?
Yes. Okay. This is not the only group we should be concerned about, but yes. They have more territory now, ISIL does. They have more money, they have more equipment, they have more capability. They're the hottest act in the jihadist world. They're getting stronger by the day. Name one thing they promised to do they haven't done. When they capture a city, they tell you exactly what they're going to do, and they do it. They've also put on the list of things to do to attack us. The head of the FBI, the Director of National Intelligence, the Director of Homeland Security, the Attorney General have all said that the safe haven in Syria, now Iraq, owned by ISIS, ISIL, whatever you want to call them, is a direct threat to the homeland. Hundreds of Americans and thousands of Europeans, jihadists, are there on the ground. I fear that they're going to come back using American passports or European passports, accept the training, and come back and hit us. And the president is doing nothing to defeat or contain ISIS. This is not a humanitarian crisis we face. This is not an internal problem for Iraq. This is a threat to our homeland. And this president is ignoring what I think is strong intelligence that would justify him to act. And he's not going to be able to say down the road, nobody ever told me that they were a threat to the homeland, like he's trying to change his story about Iraq leaving troops behind.
Senator, thank you, sir.
Thank you.